Hi there, Emmanuel here, and you probably found this video because you're looking into this Kibo Code Quantum. Yeah, you're looking for a Kibo Code Quantum review, or you're doing your research. You've heard about the buzz. It's going to be released in a few days, and you want to find out, is it for you? Can you actually use this to actually make some money? So I'm going to go through all of that in a second, but if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please take a second, just hit that subscribe button below. Also remember to just tick on the bell icon, so that anytime I do release a new video, you'll be the first to get notified about that. And I'm doing that regularly. I'm trying to, if I find any products that I think are worth a review, or if anyone tells me about something that's worth a review, any tips, any tricks, anything I think is going to help you, I'm putting a video out there. So don't miss out and hit that subscribe button below. Also, if you want to get access, I have a free 4-part course, this affiliate marketing video course that will teach you everything you need to know about affiliate marketing. Then if you want to get access to that, I'll leave a link below this video. You can click on that. It's a completely free course. Okay, so let's get started. This Kibo Code Quantum. So this is sort of part 2 of the Kibo Code. The first one was released last year in January, and it was a massive success. They actually sold $18 million worth of, worth of commissions. $18 million worth of the product was sold. These are the guys that invented it. So Stephen Clayton and Aiden both are into, e-commerce, drop shipping. So they're millionaires in that industry, which is why they put together the Kibo Code, which taught you initially about e-commerce. Now they've updated that and they've made a few changes for 2021, and they've kind of taken out a few of the tweaks of the things that made Kibo Code difficult. Not it didn't work, but just trying to make this one a little bit smoother. And so they've now come out with the Kibo Code Quantum, and this has been released January the 26th, 2021. So you can't actually get into it yet. If you want to, you can go to this page and you leave your email, and they'll notify you when the actual products is launched. But anyway, I'm going to tell you about the Kibo Code Quantum. It's 8 weeks. It's an 8-week training course. And what it is, here's a picture of it, yeah. What it is an 8-week training course, and what it's going to teach you is about e-commerce. And what's different from the last one is, firstly, they're now going to show you how to get the products from US suppliers. Because the problem initially with e-commerce is the traditional model, you get products that you get from China. Usually you get whatever it is. It's physical products. Yeah. So whatever, say a watch or a pen or a pencil, you source it in China because it's cheaper. And then the person in China will then, a wholesaler in China will then ship it over to whoever you want. Usually you're shipping it from China to someone in the US or in the UK. So there's problems with that. One, sometimes you have to pay extra for the shipping. Sometimes the supplier is not reliable. So, if there's a problem like we had with all this COVID stuff, there's problems with your supply chain. Sometimes you have to order enough stock and store it in your own home. So you have to order all this inventory. So they said they're getting around this problem now by using US suppliers, not necessarily just relying on Amazon, and having their own suppliers that then ship for you, so you don't have to carry all this inventory. So that's one of the things that they've used in this Kibo Code Quantum to get around. The other thing is that they were teaching you before how to use Shopify, yeah, which is kind of e-commerce stores, but then there's money involved in that. That was like $60 usually to have a Shopify store, $60 a month. So now they're letting you use their own software, their new design software, to then have to make a store. So you save on that sort of money, yeah. So I'll take you through the modules then. So that it's an 8-week course. Yeah, and module 1 or week 1 will be teaching you what they call the central intelligence. It will just teach you about e-commerce and internet marketing and why it's such a massive industry. It is. It's a humongous industry. You can make tons and tons of money from it if you know what you're doing. I personally don't like the model. I've tried it before. I didn't use the Kibo Code, but I used something similar where I paid almost $3,000. And yes, it taught me about e-commerce, but it's a tricky world. It is a tricky world, finding the right products. The actual commissions you make are quite small, because unless you're selling big products, I mean, if you're selling like a pencil where you're selling this for $1 and you're making, I don't know, you're picking it up for $30 cents and you sell it for $1. It's not a lot of profit unless you're selling in big volume. Yeah, but that's that's me personally. But you know, these guys are professionals. They can teach you how to get around things like that. Their second module is now about the stores. Yeah, and they're going to teach you about a domain name, how to buy a good domain name. You can use a piece of their software that will get good domain names, supposedly easy to search for and things like that. I hope you know what I mean by domain name. www. Whatever your store name is. Yes. The third week or the third module will be how to set up this store. And they've already got preloaded templates that you can use. So once you got your domain name, now you'll get a store that they'll one of their preloaded stores. So all the stuff will be done. The graphics will look nice. The buttons will look nice. And so it will be a nice store. It's not a Shopify store like we said before. It's actually something that comes with the actual program. Then you use their tools to actually find some products. So now you've got the store, you've got this beautiful looking page. Now you need to have the actual products to put on it. Yeah, and they have a piece of software again, yeah, that they're letting you use. It's just, they've called it Store Storm. Yeah, and they actually have hand-picked products that they've done themselves. 3 million products, yes. They're calling it their own profit vault. 3 million products that you have a choice to pick from. Things that they've gone out there and done the research for, so that they've seen that there is profit margin in there. So you go into this kind of vault, you look at the products that you like. And one of the things I did like about it is that if you get a choice of 5, and if you decide to pick one, then nobody else who gets this program can actually sell that product as well. Which is good, because I think sometimes with these programs, you get this oversaturation. Because a lot of people get involved. I mean, if they sold $80 million worth of product, you know, a lot of people got involved in it. So if I'm trying to sell a product, say again, we go to the pencil, I'm trying to sell this pencil and you're also trying to sell it and 100 other people are trying to sell it. There's just too much competition, do you know? So if I go onto their vault and I see a product that I like, then it comes off the vault. I'm the only person that's selling it. So I'm the only one that sells it on Google or wherever I'm selling it, you know. So that's one good thing, I think, you know what I mean? It reduces the amount of competition. Not that you probably can't source it somewhere else, but at least if it's just in their little vault, no one else in the Kibo Code Quantum can sell that as well. So that's a good thing, I think. Do you know what I mean? So these products, if you decide to pick your products, you can then in week 5, I think it is now, show you how to preload them. They're already preloaded onto these websites that they let you use. Their templates I was talking about. So that would be great. You know, they'll preload it, probably make it look really professional. The pictures will be there. Some of the copy that goes with the product that you're selling will be there. So the sites will be nicely set up. You don't need to worry too much about that. You don't need to worry about how do I set it up like you would do with Shopify. So that's another good thing. So you can see there's some good stuff here. Do you know what I mean? If this is e-commerce is your thing, it's probably gonna teach you how to do it the right way. Then we move on to the traffic. And this is another difference. Normally with e-commerce, dropshipping, people usually get traffic or get people to their websites via paid advertising. Google ads or Facebook ads is the most popular. Yeah. They're still saying they're going to teach you that, and they're going to teach you about Bing shopping stores and stuff like that. But they're actually now incorporated free traffic in there as well. So SEO. So how to do things like writing articles and how to get things to rank on Google, organic ranking on Google, organic searches. Also, they're talking about doing social media, free social media. So Facebook, Instagram, you know, and then some paid ad networks as well. So they're kind of incorporating the two, but the real push is that there's actually now free marketing for the people that can't afford to spend. Because really, you know, to get a paid advertising campaign working, you need a couple of $1,000s. I still think it's going to take you a few months if you're doing it the free way, because free traffic does take time. It takes time to get good at it, whatever platform you're using. Do you know? And that's why most people use paid traffic, because it's quicker, but you need the money to do that, you know. But at least now they put a free option in there and giving you the opportunity to learn free traffic generation as well. Then the next module is the sales. And here again, like I said before, when you get the sales now, an actual USA, someone in the US, a distributor in the US is going to ship it for you to your customers. Yeah. So you don't need to worry about costs, oversee costs. So it's all done for you. You know, somebody that you get the site, somebody finds your site through the traffic, they like it, they click on it, and then a message sent to the person, to the wholesaler, who then does the shipping for you. You know, probably a little bit of cost involved in there, but probably not as much as shipping it from China. You know, so they show you how to do that, how to hook that up. Do you know what I mean? Week 7 is then how to optimize everything. Yeah, how to it's still a kind of like keep the winners and dump the losers. You know, because you're going to put things on your site that from these product vaults, and some of them are going to be absolute superstars, hopefully, and some will make you tons of money, and others won't make you anything at all. You know, what you're hoping for is that you find how to optimize the ones that are working, and then finally the last week is just going to teach you how to just scale that up. And that's basically more of optimization. You know the ones that are working now. You've tested, you've tweaked, you've got the ones that are working. You keep those ones on the site and you just ramp that up. You get more traffic to your site, and then the conversion should just go up and up and up. And they'll teach you all the conversion numbers as well. So you can see this is a very, very in-depth course. It's very, very in-depth, as well as it's got webinars. It's got monthly webinars. It's got contact. It'll have a Facebook group as well. So there'll be support in there as well. But you do have to realize, because of all this in-depthness and the fact that they're kind of really well known and Kibo Code done quite well, the Kibo Code Quantum is going to be $3,497. Yeah, you can break it down into individual payments, 4 individual payments of $997. That'd probably be over 4 months. So you see, it is a high ticket product. You're going to need to pay money for this. But here's the caveat. If you can make e-commerce work, it can make you tons and tons of money. I personally think that, yeah, they're going to be able to help you with the sites. Yeah, they're going to be able to help you with the right products. But I still think you're going to need more than $3,000 to make this work. I think you're going to need about $5,000. You're going to need money to be able to advertise. I think the quickest way, because you want to see some return to know that this is working. Do you know, this is my own personal opinion. Do you know, I think it's a high ticket program. And if e-commerce is for you, then why not go to two guys that are really up there? They're two of the best guys out there, very well known in this e-commerce industry. I personally just don't like the model. I think the commission rates are really, really high. I mean, you know, the commission you make on things are, really low. You don't make enough unless you're selling in massive volume. That means you need to get tons of traffic, you know, or you're selling very high ticket things. If you're selling something that is retailing at $1,000, say, and you're able to get it for, I don't know, $200, then, you know, you're going to make nice big commissions, you know, but mostly e-commerce works on volume. You know, when I tried it, that's where I was going wrong. That I just wasn't getting enough volume. The traffic wasn't enough because I needed to keep spending money on advertising. But this is my own personal journey. That doesn't mean that you can't do this. Do you know what I mean? You just got to be mindful of that. It's not just a case of buying this $3,000 product and that's it. You're good to go. There's 8 weeks of training, and I think you need a little bit extra for some more advertising budget. You know, but that's my own personal opinion. But if e-commerce is your thing, then why not go to the best? You know, if you've got $3,497, then why not go to the best? You know, it's going to be launched on January the 26th. So keep your eye out for it. It's called the Kibo Code Quantum. And I hope this helped a little bit in your buying decision. I hope this cleared up a little bit of what you're going to be getting from this product. You know, but either way, listen, if what you are looking for is a way to actually just make some money online, maybe not at such a high rate where you have to pay $3,000 to get you going, but you want to learn affiliate marketing, and that's what I can help you with, you know, because I've been in this industry now for 10 years. So I understand the industry. I know how confusing it can be, because I was the sort of guy at the beginning that was just buying everything. I used to buy the shiny objects. I'd be the shiny object buyer. I'd buy it all. And then I went on to buy everything, really. Do you know what I mean? I spent thousands of dollars and I couldn't make none of it work, you know? So I actually gave it up. For a while. And it was lucky in that time that I actually slowed down and gave up. I actually met 2 mentors that taught me the basics, that taught me what I needed to know about affiliate marketing, taught me about traffic, turning traffic to leads and turning leads into sales, and doing that on a consistent basis. Do you know? That's why I put together this 4-part affiliate marketing course, which is free. That will teach you to do the same, to go from where you are now to a place where you're getting traffic, a place where you're turning that traffic into leads and turning those leads into sales and doing that on a consistent basis, you know. So again, like I say, if it's something that may be of interest to you, I'm going to leave a link below this video. You can click on that, get completely free access to that 4-part video course, you know. But either way, listen, I hope you got some value from this. If you did, please take a second, just give it a thumbs up. Also share it with anyone else you think might get some value from it as well. If you have any questions, any comments at all, then please just take a second and just leave it in the comments box below. Once again, thanks for listening. Until next time, you take care. I'll speak to you soon. All the best. Take care.